Project Blue Beam. Serge Monast. Serge Monast 1945 and 1996 was a Québécois investigative journalist, poet, essayist and conspiracy theorist. He is known to English-speaking readers mainly for Project Blue Beam, NASA. In the early 1990s, he started writing on the theme of the New World Order and conspiracies hatched by secret societies, being particularly inspired by the works of William Guy Carr. In 1994, he published Project Blue Beam, NASA, in which he detailed his claim that NASA, with the help of the United Nations, was attempting to implement a new age religion with the Antichrist at its head and start a new world order via a technologically simulated second coming of Christ. Other conspiracy theorists have noted the similarity of Project Blue Beam to the plots of Gene Roddenberry's unreleased 1975 Star Trek movie Treatment, The God Thing, and the 1991 Star Trek, The Next Generation episode, Devil's Due. Proponents of the theory allege that Monast and another unnamed journalist, who both died of heart attacks in 1996, were in fact assassinated, and that the Canadian government kidnapped Monast's daughter in an effort to dissuade him from investigating Project Blue Beam. Monast lectured on the theory in the mid-1990s. A transcript of one such lecture is widely available, before writing and publishing his book, which has not been reissued by his current publisher and is all but unobtainable. According to Monast, the project has 4 steps. Step 1. Step 1 requires the breakdown of all archaeological knowledge. This will apparently be accomplished by faking earthquakes at precise locations around the planet. Fake. New discoveries at these locations will finally explain to all people the error of all fundamental religious doctrines, specifically Christian and Muslim doctrines. Step 2. Step 2 involves a gigantic space show wherein 3-dimensional holographic laser projections will be beamed all over the planet, and this is where Blue Beam really takes off. The projections will take the shape of whatever deity is most predominant, and will speak in all languages. At the end of this light show, the gods will all merge into one god, the Antichrist. Step 3. Step 3 is telepathic electronic two-way communication. It involves making people think their God is speaking to them through telepathy, projected into the head of each person individually using extreme low-frequency radio waves. The book goes to some lengths to describe how this would be feasible, including a claim that elf thought projection caused the depressive illness of Michael Dukakis' wife Kitty. Step 4. Step 4 has 3 parts, making humanity think an alien invasion is about to occur at every major city, making the Christians think the rapture is about to happen, a mixture of electronic and supernatural forces, allowing the supernatural forces to travel through fiber optics, coax, power and telephone lines to penetrate all electronic equipment and appliances, that will by then all have a special microchip installed. Then chaos will break out, and people will finally be willing perhaps even desperate to accept the New World Order. The techniques used in the 4th step is exactly the same used in the past in the USSR to force the people to accept communism. A device has apparently already been perfected that will lift enormous numbers of people, as in a rapture. UFO abductions are tests of this device. Project Blue Beam proponents believe psychological preparations have already been made, Monast having claimed that 2001, A Space Odyssey, Star Wars and the Star Trek series all involve an invasion from space and all nations coming together. The first 2 don't, the third is peaceful contact, and that Jurassic Park propagandizes evolution in order to make people think God's words are lies. The New World Order according to Monast. All people will be required to take an oath to Lucifer with a ritual initiation to enter the New World Order. Resistors will be categorized as follows. Christian children will be kept for human sacrifice or sexual slaves. Prisoners to be used in medical experiments. Prisoners to be used as living organ banks. Healthy workers in slave labor camps. Uncertain prisoners in the International Re-Education Center, thence to repent on television and learn to glorify the New World Order. The International Execution Center. As yet unknown seventh classification. The project was apparently supposed to be implemented in 1983, but it didn't happen. It was then set for implementation in 1995 and then 1996. Monast thought Project Blue Beam would be brought to fruition by the year 2000.